What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Prison Architect. So, as from last episode, as I said, I was going to finish this side of the prison so we can get up to our max capacity of 400 prisoners. I'm sitting at currently 296 inmates. I've also done some extra stuff to all the cells, which I'm going to go through and show you right now. So the big thing that I was worried about was temperature, and worrying about if we had enough room for having like compressor rooms, and we did. These little waste of spaces that I kind of had how I originally wanted it all to connect, and I didn't. Actually ended up turning into being compressor rooms. So when we actually go into logistics and look into temperature, you know, it's very snowy and cold outside, 0 degrees, but then all these guys have a nice toasty 20 degrees in here. So it's perfect, it's great, it all works how I wanted to. Solitary have no heat, and I probably will keep it that way. You know, you're in solitary, you're not supposed to get any happy judgment or happy scenarios. So yeah, and at the moment I've done some planning as well. We've got this area here, so I want to get the foundations going down for these areas as well today, as well as getting our inmates. So we've got 4 hours and 50 minutes until we get 100 prisoners, which will take us almost to max capacity. So at that same time, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna get foundations, and I want us to get these guys going. So now the biggest issue I have is, I think, how shall I do this? Well, these guys here, I can just go like this and then like this, and then this will easily make my walls that I want to get for these guys. But yeah, so pretty much, ooh, that volume seems a bit loud for my headphones today. So yeah, we'll do that, and then what I want to do is I want to go objects, and I think I'm just going to go normal doors, and we're just going to go here, here. You know what? No, let's cancel that and cancel that. Oh, no, I didn't want to cancel the foundation though. If we go brick here and here, and then what I can do is actually go quick build and clone, and I'm gonna clone this bit right here, because that's how I'm gonna get my entrance ways. So then we're gonna go one. Why can't I place there? They're blocked for some reason. All of this is blocked, which is really, really weird. But that's okay, we can get to placing that later. But yes, so pretty much the way I've got this designed, which I'm going to go through. We're not doing the canteen. I've decided this canteen might actually be big enough to suffice for this prison. It's going to be just a tiny bit too small. We're not going to feed obviously 100%, but what I've done is that I've increased feeding time by an hour in each. So when we go to regime, I've increased it by an hour in each, and I've reduced this work and free time and work and lockup time. And what it does is I'm able to get about 85% of all prisoners fed at the current moment. So with an extra 100 prisoners, we probably get, we'll see how we go. I'm hoping that we can still stay about 75. If we feed about 75% of all prisoners every time they go eat, then I would say that would be a good scenario. And I just realized the reason why I can't clone is because this guy pretty much, so if I go down here, let's have a look at the door. Which way do you face? So yes, so if I pause this for a second, so this one is my left side one. So if we go here, it goes that, and that, 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 and that. And let's rotate again and go there, there, and there, and then let's hit that into play. And so pretty much what these rooms are, so one of these is going to be a parole room, one of these is going to be a library. Then this building here, this magnificent building of all this weird shape, I decided I want to make the building intricate, just to make it so it doesn't look so boring, because we kind of got a bit of boring sort of structures here where it's very, you know, very straight, very linear, you know, same shape over and over again. So this is just kind of makes it so it's an interesting building. And we've got all these little rooms. So the ones in the corners, they're going to be mail rooms. The two up here, so this one and this one, they're going to be our chapels. And then these four here are going to be shops. I think that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I've decided I'm going to lay it out. So then they pretty much have every room available to them in the game. The only things that we won't have in the game yet will be a forestry, an execution room, or a dormitory. So then there will be at least one room of everything in the game. So that's the plan. That's what I'm aiming for. I would like to get all the foundations at least built for these buildings in today's episode, but we've got a lot of prisoners heading in soon. We've also got a bit of a gang issue at the moment, so gangs, we'll see how it goes when we get the next lot of people, and we'll see how we're going to go, because my biggest worry at the moment is the gangs. Gangs are, there's one gang particularly that is very at large. It's not very fancy, to say the least. That what do I mean when I'm saying fancy? I have no clue what the hell I'm saying now. What do I mean? Oh, they did that. I hated that it does this. How it does that wall? I don't want that wall there, but it did it anyway. And then this one's still requiring the entrance because I don't want the wall there. You jerks! Like, why do you do that? So if I go deployment, this is how this works. And so now, for some reason, I'm going to have to build doors here as well. So if I go objects, let's just go door. It's going to want me to do another door there for some reason, because what I want to do is I want to go material, demolish walls, and I want to demolish these walls here, because I don't need them there. But anyway, here comes our inmates. So, but yeah, the plan is that we're going to get up to close max spending. And at the moment, as you can see, we're looking at the food at the moment. The food is my biggest worry. So I think this canteen can survive feeding all these prisoners. I think it really can. At best, what might have to happen is that we could shorten the yard a tiny bit and put like more kitchens on the side here and here. And then that could make this whole design work a bit better. So then the yards come from a square, it's a bit more of a rectangular sort of shape, and then that's my way that I figured out that we can kind of do it. We're still going to get a lot of inmates, so we've only got up to 351, and we should be getting up to 390. Now, obviously, our income is going to be incredibly high by the end of it, which is exactly what I wanted. I needed to get these guys in here quickly so we can keep the money up high. I want us to stay in the millions if we can. That would be really nice if we can stay high up in the millions. Obviously getting a lot of prisoners at the moment, and the game is going to start to probably lag a bit, I've noticed, because like even the time still flows a bit faster than the last map, because I don't think it was as big, but we still have as many entities as the last map, if not more. So it's one of the things I am worried about, is making sure that the time flows perfectly and whatnot, and hopefully that we can actually get a good map size this time. So, that being said, how many inmates? This might be the last. That might be the last truck there, or there might be one more truck after you. So we're getting about 16,000 a day, which is great. That's exactly what I want. Yep, there's our last truck right there. So if we go intake, I'm closing our intake for today, just because we do not need any more prisoners. We are at our max capacity pretty much. These guys are going to keep filling them. And at that time, I now want to have a look at our intelligence, and let's look at gangs. And 39. As I said, we have a gang issue, and we have a very, very big one. The red gang is getting very, very out of hand. There's a lot of them. There's not a small amount of them anymore. There is quite a lot of them. They've actually got control of this here. So, yeah, they've gained control over that, which is okay. I'm not going to evict them just yet. You know, they can have that. This guy here, he is the ringleader by the looks of it, and he moves so quickly, I've noticed. He's like a little quick guy. What's he getting pissed off about? That. So, it doesn't say he's the gang leader. He's just a gang member. The reason why this guy doesn't have a long sentence, I had, when I was building these cells, I got one of those events, pretty much, where it turned around and said that they wanted they wanted me to take an extra overflow of prisons because of a catastrophe or a fire or something that's happened at another prison. So I was like, okay, fine, I have no choice, I have to take it. And he was one of them. I had a few, it was like a mix of all different types of levels of prisoners. And he was one of the low security guys, but he's like, I don't know, the highest, he's like the ringleader, but he's only a low security and he's only being done for robbery. So I find that a bit interesting. At the moment, deployment is very interesting at the moment. I've got actually all my Supermax staying over here at the moment because we do have a few Supermax. We've got 11, so I don't want them to have their own area in this area because it's kind of taken away from a total amount of prisoners, and really means that a few of them actually can't get any cells because of this. So that's the annoying part. So some of them might end up staying in this room here, which is the annoying part. So actually what I can do, if I go food distribution, can I not go... I don't think there's a way of doing it, because I think I got them blocked off like that. But oh well, I'll figure out a way of doing it in the future. But yeah, we're at our max capacity now, which is really, really good. I'm actually really happy with how this has turned up and whatnot. And what I like to do is get also this other foundation at least going. If I don't get it all done in the episode, then it's not end of the world. It's just that I'd like to get most of it done today. So, that being said, we're going to start building all these foundations. So let's do them bit by bit. And they're going to build all of this for us. And then this is going to be a really interesting building. It will open some more job opportunities in the game, which will be good. That's probably what I'm most looking forward to, is just helping getting those job opportunities going for the inmates, because it just handles a few things in the game as well for us. It just makes them, you know, not always having to be in lockup. So, and then we've got this big one in here. So then that's all the foundation done in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go objects, and I'm just going to go normal door, and I'm just going to place them here, here. Just going to start placing all our doors around, so then we don't have to worry about it anymore. And then I need to also think about when I do this, when it's the low end, when it's like that, yep, it means it's this side that we can do. So yeah, this side, like this building's going to take them quite a while to demolish and get ready for us. I don't know if this will be done in this episode. I hope it will, but you know, there is, as you can see, a lot of trees for them to demolish, a lot of area for them to do. I need to figure out kind of where this is going to get its power from, actually. I didn't think about where this was going to get its power from. So I probably will run the power off from this one as well, because this... But then this one here, I have to be a bit careful, because this one is powering a little bit now. Like, yeah, see, his generator's getting a bit high, so... I might end up having to drag the power from these ones over here up along here and bringing them down. So then I might take the power from this second one, run it along here and power in here, and then I'll take from this third one and run it along and bring it down this way and power it this way. So then at least it's all done. Then I actually might make it take over the solitary building as well, so then that's not a part of this. So then that just runs straight into there, and then really if I want to share it, I can run it this way as well, split the power so then it's equally shared. That could be an nice and easy way of just making all the utility grid nice and symmetrical, which is like what we like to do. But as we can see, this is going to take a while to build, and I think the game is starting to lag now a bit, because, like, you know, we're not that many episodes into the series at the moment, but when you think about it, we have done a lot in this series so far. Like, we've got our capacity already up to 400 people, and I can't even remember what episode number it is, but I'm pretty sure we're not even in double digits yet. So this prison's going to get pretty big. We're at the max capacity of Oh, here we go. Right, okay, where's it happening? I think it's happening down here. Alright, let's hit play, because we got it right. Alright, let's hit free fire, because I do not take any of their shit. We're not taking any of this. Let's have a look. Let's go intelligence. Let's go gangs. Is this a gang war? No, it's just 3 deaths today. Okay, seems like it was taken care of. So I don't like having to do the free fire all the time, but I feel like I kind of have to sometimes because when these guys get guns, they just keep going. Like, for an example, there's one guy in here. I think it's... No. There is one guy. I think it might be this guy. He's been convicted for 192 years. And when you look at it, when he came here, he actually had only done this murder. So he was only coming in here originally for, what, 42 years he was going to serve originally. And since he's been in the prison, he's gotten himself convicted for another 150 years. Because these are all the murders this twit's done. You know, he's done, like, every one of these. So he did a double murder, then he did a single, then he did another double, and then he did another single. He's literally murdered, what? That's, what we've got, 2, 4. He's murdered 6 people whilst being in this prison. And he's only been in prison for, let's find out how long this character's been here for. He's been here for 27 days, and he's murdered 6 people. So, like, it's ridiculous. Like, this guy here, like, I need to find out if you can actually eventually turn these guys into your death row. Like, when you get a chair, can you actually turn around and, like, actually put them on there? Because he's killed he's been here for 27 days, and he's killed 6 people. So, on average, every 4.5 days, he has a murder. This guy. On average. Like, it's insane. So, and he's not the only one. There's a few of them. There's a few of those Supermax guys that are like that. This is all done. They actually, I think, just finished this. Perfect. So at least we got the foundations done. I'd like to go deployment, and I want to go, why is there, is there a wall in the center, maybe? That seems a bit weird if I go, no, it's just, that's just how it is. Okay. So, and it's weird because now the doors are kind of not on the wall design. I don't know. This is weird how it kind of figures out its walling. Like, as you can see, this one is part of that, but then this one isn't. I don't know how it does that, but it's very annoying. But anyway, at least we've got this area planned. We can start filling this area in next episode. I'll hopefully have, maybe what I might do is I might fill this in all off camera and then have this side built, and we'll fill that on camera next episode. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. It'd be nice to see how the eating goes. The canteen is very full, and where are we on the regime at the moment? Okay, so we've still got about just over an hour to go of eating, and we're only at 43%. Yep, because as you can see now, we've run out of food. Like last time I did this, I didn't run out of food. This time I did, but we seem to have enough food here. We might need to hire some more cooks and place some more of these serving tables maybe on the side here. That's why I left this bit of room. So that'll be my way of extending the canteen, and hopefully I'll be able to get up to 75% fed. If I can get about 75% fed of the prison, then that's normally a good goal. You're never always going to get 100%. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. As usual, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So, see you later, guys.